Hi guys and gals. I know this video is long overdue. To begin with, I just want to thank Hannah the Roxbury for tagging me in the Halfway to Halloween challenge. I am a huge fan of that channel and of Jamie's own Loving All Seasons here on YouTube. And thank you to the awesome team at East Point Necropolis for tagging me, and to Joanne at Jay and Valing Around, who never ceases to entertain us on our adventures with Val and Jay. Also, I must acknowledge the channel that got this whole thing started, Lauren at Happy Haunts Library. It is so much fun to go over and watch her original video that kicked this off. So thank you, Lauren. Now, question number 1 on this list of 10. Are you a fan of haunted houses? Absolutely. Growing up, I lived right down the street from what is now the U.S.'s longest-running, continually operated haunted house, the Children's Museum Annual Haunted House in Indianapolis, Indiana. It started back in 1964 as a fundraiser for the museum and has been running successfully ever since. At some point, there was even a Dial a Witch program that provided a toll-free number so you could call up and talk to a witch on the telephone. So yes, the haunted house was an important part of our Halloween season. Question number 2. What's your favorite ghost story or haunted lore? It's a simple story, told by an older cousin when we were young. It's a progression that starts with a faint sound that gets closer and closer. It could be coming from the basement, an attic, a hallway, the cemetery. You choose. Eventually, you can faintly hear a voice that says, "I want my fingers back. I want my eye back. I want my ear back," etc. And so on. You make it up as you go along. And in telling the story, your voice grows from a whisper to something more resonantly present. Finally, the voice arrives at the doorway with, "I want my," and you pause, "Gotcha!" Timing is crucial, and everybody screams. Even then, you could tell which kids would likely grow up to be haunters because even though the story scared them at the time, they couldn't wait to turn around and tell that story in their version to someone else. So long story short, the best lore is the one you make up yourself. Question number 3. Do you plan on Halloween decor hunting this year? If so, what items do you hope to find? Most of the things I need for Halloween I try to make, and I like to support the work of other haunters and small vendors. For example, here's a leather mask beautifully made by Katrina at Halloween Life. It fits perfectly. Can't even get him to take it off. And this, a wall sconce by Cobwebs and Candlesticks, called Toxic Terror. You can put a light inside. It also works under black light, like so. And then there's Rosani Designs Masquerade, who makes all kinds of fun and beautiful things from paper mache. Rosani had made some extra unpainted shapes like this pumpkin that I got from her. To adapt these techniques into some of my own projects, it helps to see and hold something that Rosani has made in my own hand. Finally, getting back to the original question regarding what decor I'd hope to find, since I'm doing a vampire theme this year, I'd be on the lookout for anything with a gothic influence like this, Or something like this bat I found at Party City just before they closed. Number 4, candy corn. Love it or hate it. Hate it, but a little less than I hate these. Number 5, are you big into costumes and dressing up for Halloween? If so, what's your favorite costume of all time? Mostly, I'm big into cheering on the many great costumes worn by the trick-or-treaters, which can take a certain level of commitment if you think about it. The characters in my haunt will wear some sort of theme-appropriate costume, and I usually wear something dark and discreet and throw on a mask when it's my turn to hand out the candy. I can't recall a favorite Halloween costume, but a particularly involved costume I recall wearing was a freshly wrapped mummy get-up I made for a costume party cruise around the San Francisco Bay. Once I got the whole thing on, I had to stay in it all night because I made it to fit tightly with no zippers. Don't do that again. Question number 6. What is one activity or experience on your bucket list this year? I love ancient medieval Gothic architecture. These are some scenes from a recent visit to the western part of Sicily. Closer to home is something I've done before, but often miss. Each year around Halloween, there's a screening of a classic horror film accompanied by a live performance on the pipe organ in San Francisco's Grace Cathedral. It is awe-inspiring just to enter this enormous, beautiful building. And combine that with the live audience reaction, there's really nothing like the experience. So it's on my bucket list to go, again, the next time I can. Number 7. What book, series, or movie screams Halloween to you? Here's one. How to Haunt Your House by Dan Witkowski, published in 1995. It's such a fun, creative book with wonderful illustrations. Most of the projects and effects are so clever, simple, yet effective, and are made from just regular items around the house. And another thing, I got this at a used bookstore, so you never know what kind of surprises may have been left inside, like this. Okay, movies. There's not a particular movie I associate with Halloween, although there is a documentary series I'd watch on YouTube before it was taken down called Bob Burns' Hollywood Halloween. Every year, Bob and his wife Kathy, along with some other incredibly talented people, will put on an elaborately themed home haunt for Halloween. Hopefully their video will be released again soon. Question number 8. How do you typically spend your Halloween night? Well, I usually end up mostly crawling around, just trying to make sure everything is running correctly. And in fact, some of my best scares have been when I just happen to pop my head up while fixing something in the bushes, and nobody even realized I was there. Number 9. What does Halloween mean to you? in many ways, it just means home. This is true not only in terms of where I grew up and live now, but also regarding what I've always found aesthetically beautiful. Halloween is a special time when those around you are inspired to bring out their creative selves that often remain hidden or just preoccupied during the other seasons. Whether it's dressing up, decorating, giving out candy, meeting new neighbors, scaring people, or just walking around while taking it all in, Halloween provides a special opportunity to move beyond certain boundaries, to share and discover something new.